Hello everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back with an interesting video for you. Today I got a couple sheets of paper in my hand. That's because I have a new video concept for you guys. And the concept is, I want to do a question and answer series. I want to start it, and this is going to be the first one. The reason I want to start this question and answer series is because I get a ton of emails. There's not a day that goes by that I don't get at least 90, maybe 100 emails every day, and that's just YouTube emails. And a lot of those things that I'm sorting through are comments, or should I say questions. And I have to go here and answer one, go there and answer one. So I thought, why not just come up with a video series that's nothing but question and answer. So that's what this is going to be. This is episode 1, this is the start. Now the concept that I'm looking for is for you guys to leave your comments down below with questions that you want me to answer in a future episode. Now, as you're doing that, I want to ask that you leave questions that are not load data specific. In other words, don't ask me what the trim length is on a 44 Magnum case, because that's data, even though I might have it up in my head, that's data that I would rather look up to verify, to double check before I give it out. That's load sensitive data. So I want you guys to ask questions that are things that I can answer, like opinions or my thoughts on certain things, because I can do those anywhere and I don't have to look up any data. Okay, so again, I have these pieces of paper that I'm going to be shuffling through. These are questions that we're going to start, we're going to answer in this episode 1. So the first question is, why did you start YouTube? Well, let me talk about that. In 2006, I opened a YouTube account. I did not have any videos, and the whole reason why I had that YouTube account was so that I could leave comments on YouTube videos. And in 2012, in January, it was actually Christmas of 2011, we purchased a high-definition video camcorder. In fact, I'm still using it right now. And my daughter wanted to learn how to use it. So in January of 2012, we decided to film a video. She wanted to learn how to use the camera, and she needed a subject to record. So I told her, why don't we go out to the shop? I will load a single 30-06 bullet, and you can film me, and you can practice your techniques. I showed her how to use it, and then we went out and we shot a video. And I told her before we filmed the video, I said, if we can do a good job and the video turns out, I'll put it on YouTube. And the original concept behind putting the video on YouTube was not for the whole world. It was more or less for a place to store the video file, because I didn't want to lose it. So we filmed a video. I think it was like 24 minutes long. It was a 30-06, a single bullet. She did a great job. I did a little bit of video editing, and I uploaded it to YouTube. Now I knew that it was going to be out there for the whole world to see, and I didn't really care about that. I was confident in what I was doing, but I started receiving positive comments, and I also started getting people subscribing to my channel, and it was kind of blowing me away because I didn't feel like I did anything special. And people were asking me, hey, will you do another reloading video? We really like what you're doing. And I thought, man, that is crazy. If they thought that was good, wait till I actually try. So yeah, I started filming other videos, and that was really the birth of Jiu-Jitsu 2000. Now, second question. What's my favorite video that I've uploaded? Man, honestly, it would probably have to be something outdoorsy. Maybe swimming or snorkeling in Hawaii. You guys probably haven't seen that video yet, but that's coming. That was fun. Got to see a stingray go by in front of me. It was pretty cool. So that was a blast. But my favorite videos are probably the ones where I go camping, kind of like the setting that you're looking at right now. These types of settings, I just love coming out like this. It's a lot of fun. So I would say that this is probably my favorite types of videos. Next question. Your hat has a trident on it. Were you a Navy SEAL? Now let me show you my hat here. Sorry about the bad hair day there, folks. See that symbol? Folks, that is the symbol of the United States Navy SEALs. This is the Naval Special Warfare Units. This is the symbol that represents passing BUDS, which is Basic Underwater Demolition School. The Navy SEALs are an elite military organization. They're probably the most elite special warfare units in the world, in my opinion. And this is the symbol that represents the SEALs. So no different to me than wearing a Green Bay Packers hat or a Home Depot hat. I wear this hat because it represents the team that I support. It represents the team that I have their back on. Now, to answer your question bluntly, no, I was not a Navy SEAL. I do have Navy SEAL friends that were ex-military. They had served in the past and were SEALs, and they're out. They're civilians now. And I also have some other friends that are potentially going to be SEALs in the future. But me, myself, no, I was not a Navy SEAL. I just wear the hat because it represents the team that I support. My friends, some of them think that I should have went that route. They think that I had the skills to do it. But honestly, you don't know till you get there. Could I have done it? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But in either case, no, I was not a Navy SEAL. But yeah, I support the SEAL teams wholeheartedly. So yeah, they're a great community of people to know and to be a part of. Next question. I'm looking at that fire because it's starting to get a little big. That's doing good. Next question. If you could give out one tip of advice to others like you that are starting a YouTube channel, what would it be? Well, my suggestion to a person just wanting to start out on YouTube is to bite the bullet, just go forward, film a video. Now, film something simple. Don't try to get your feet wet on a big major video project. My recommendation would be to maybe get involved on somebody's contest or somebody's giveaway where they're asking for video responses. Do something like that. The reason I say that is because there's not a lot of viewers that look at everybody's video response. So the traffic that you would get on that getting your feet wet video doing a VR would be less than if you did like a reloading video or something. Then there's going to be people clicking on that. So to get the least amount of traffic, but to get past the stage fright, so to speak, I would recommend doing a VR or doing something very simple. If you have a very big, complex video idea, to me that's like having a whole pizza. And if you try to film that in one wrap, that is extremely difficult. It's like trying to eat the whole pizza. So what do I recommend when it comes to complex video ideas? Cutting that pizza into slices, right? So that you can eat one of them at a time and eventually eat the whole pizza. So complex videos need to be cut into slices. So you film this little piece, film that little piece, film that little piece, and eventually put them all together, and that makes up your complex video idea. So that's my recommendation. Do a VR, get your feet wet. It'll get you past your stage fright. And yeah, that's what I would recommend. Next question. Where do you see yourself in 6 months or in 5 years? Well, right now I'm at 18,000 subscribers and I'm very happy about that. To me though, my whole idea behind being a YouTube guy is about putting out good quality content for my viewers. Honestly, I could care less what the numbers are. I'm not here for a popularity contest. I'm all about putting out good videos for you guys to watch. That's my whole focus of being a YouTuber. If in 6 months I was at 20,000, or if in 5 years I was at 30,000, that'd be great. But if in 6 months I fall down to 200, that's fine too. Because I'm always feeling like quantity does not beat quality. I would rather have 4 quarters in my pocket than 100 pennies, if you know what I'm saying. What kind of reaction do you usually get when you tell people that you're a YouTuber? I usually get that quite often. They say, whoa, you're a YouTuber? How cool. That's pretty cool. And then they ask what kind of content I do. And I tell them that I do shooting or reloading, or I'll tell them I do survival or bushcraft type stuff. And they think it's pretty cool. Flagstaff, Arizona had a Sportsman's Warehouse that just opened up, and one of the workers there, it was kind of funny. I went over there and I was walking through the store and I had one of my shirts on, you know, and this dude was staring at me. He was one of the employees. And he came up to me and he said, are you that dude that does those reloading videos on YouTube? I said, yeah, man, that's me. And he was all excited. It was a great experience. And I'm starting to notice that I get that more and more often. I get people seeing me and they'll say, aren't you the guy? And it's like, yeah, that's me. But honestly, I don't think, you know, some people would let something like that go to their head. But I don't think that I'm like anything special. Honestly, I feel like I'm just a regular dude. I'm a humble person. So no matter how big or small I am, I'm still going to be me. I'm not going to change. Next question. Do you feel obligated to film when you go out to the forest? Most of the time I do. Most of the time when I come out here, I feel obligated. And the reason I feel obligated is not like this is a chore or a job. It's, you know, I'll be looking around and I'll say, man, there's an opportunity right there. I don't want to miss the opportunity. It's never feeling like a chore or a hindrance or something like that. It always, I always enjoy filming these videos. When the day comes that I don't enjoy filming videos, that's the day I'll hang up being a YouTuber. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. I really enjoy coming out and filming these videos for you guys. I love coming out to the woods. Once in a while though, I'll come out and it's just for me. You know, I'll come out and you know, it's all about me. Me, my daughter, my dogs. You know, I'll come out and it's just for me. And even on those days, sometimes I have the camera in the car. Okay, next question. Would you rather be attacked by a bear or a shark? Well, I've been out in the woods and I've seen bears. And in the 90s, I was diving. I was down about 60 feet and I saw about an 8-foot shark come by me. And it was weird because he came at an angle like this, and when he came by me, his eyes looked at me. And it wasn't like looking at his eyes, it was looking into his eyes. We looked into each other, into each other's soul. And it was that moment that I realized how insignificant I am in this world. Because I was totally out of my element. I was in his realm, his place. It was all about him. And no matter how fast I would try to swim with all that gear on, it will not even come close to what he can do because he's in his environment. It was a very nerve-wracking experience for me. But a bear, I think, would be my choice if I had to fight a shark or a bear, because a shark will just tear you to pieces. A bear, at least I'm fighting a bear in my own element. You know, I've got the ground beneath my feet, I've got trees and all kinds of things, rocks I can throw at them, and I'm at least in an environment that I'm very familiar with, so I would rather fight a bear. Not saying I'd win, but I mean, I might be able to reach for my knife or something like that, so a bear would definitely be my choice, not a shark. Sharks can jack you up quick. Next question, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is ladybugs. That's a joke, folks. I'm kidding. Not ladybugs. Honestly, my biggest fear is needles. I hate giving blood and getting shots and stuff like that. Needles drive me crazy. I don't like it. I can handle it, but I do not like it. Next question. What if the movie The Purge ever came to be a reality? The Purge. I think that's that movie where one day out of the year they let people break whatever rules or murder and all that stuff. If that came to be a reality, I'd probably load my AK and I'd probably go on lockdown. I'd have a 45 on my hip and I'd be just fine. Next question, should they legalize marijuana? Man, this is going to be a long-winded answer here. Should they legalize marijuana? Now, this is a very controversial question, so I might lose some subscribers off of this one. My personal opinion, yes. I think they should legalize marijuana. I think that marijuana is a a natural substance. I don't think that it's some crazy drug like what heroin or meth would be. I think marijuana has a lot of medicinal properties to it. I think it was kept illegal for so long because the government didn't know how to make money off of it. And now that they do off of these taxes, they're giving out these medical cards now. But it took them a while to figure it out. You know, I think there's some doctors that give kids that have ADD and ADHD, they give kids marijuana in a pill form so that it'll release over like an 8-hour period, so it keeps them level, it keeps them kind of docile. I think marijuana is a good thing. I do not think that it's a good idea to go to a party if you're a high school person and smoke pot. Not a good idea. I hear a car. I also think that marijuana is not a good idea if you're going to think that, well, I'm just going to go get baked, you know, and get as high as I can. I don't think that's, I mean, I think when I say legalize it, I'm talking about it being legal within moderation. I do think that it's a good thing. I read on the internet a few weeks ago, and I don't believe everything I read on the internet, so I'm not going crazy there. But I did read an article that said that scientists have just proven that marijuana kills cancer cells. Now, whether that's true or not, I have no idea, but I would certainly hope that it would be true, because if that's the case, man, we could have a huge medical breakthrough with marijuana. So that would be cool if that was true. I lost my great-grandfather to cancer, I lost my grandmother to cancer, and so it's a very personal thing with me. So if marijuana could cure that, if that is true, that would be very, yeah, legalize it. The next question, or still on marijuana here, but a lot of people say that marijuana is an entry-level drug that leads to other drugs. It leads to harder things. I don't personally think that. I think that a person's personality leads them to other things. If they have that personality that's an addictive type personality, or I want more kind of personality, I think that would lead them to other drugs. So no, I don't think marijuana is an entry-level drug. I think it's the person's personality, because I've known several marijuana users that they're just laid back, cool people. They don't get all crazy. They do a good job. They're very professional at what they do, things of that nature. So, but on the other side of the spectrum, it could be considered an entry-level drug because it puts you into an illegal environment where there's other illegal people doing other illegal activities. So in that aspect, if it's not legal and you don't have a marijuana card and you're over there at a party smoking a joint, yes, it would not be uncommon to see some other drugs flying around that party. Now, another thing that I think about marijuana, if you think about alcohol versus marijuana, I personally feel that alcohol is far more dangerous than marijuana. How many times have you seen fights break out at the bar because some dude was looking at some dude's old lady and he was drunk and fist fight breaks out? Or, you know, you see a couple, they leave the bar and the guy's all drunk and they're trying to drive home and he runs over some pedestrian walking down the street and kills somebody because he was drunk and he was driving. DWIs, or let's say, for example, they actually make it home and then he gets all excited and all the unplanned pregnancies that happen as a result of people being drunk. I think alcohol is far more dangerous. Cigarettes are far more dangerous. This is just my opinion, though. I think marijuana, I've never seen like a fist fight break out when two dudes are high. They're more or less fighting over the food, you know. The people would laugh and they'd calm down. Now, I don't think it's a good idea for marijuana to be laced with other things. I think that's ridiculous. If you're going to smoke pot, do it as clean as you can. On another note, would I do it? No, I probably wouldn't. I have my job and my career established. My employer that I work with does random testing, and my future, my retirement, my raising my daughter, and all those things are priorities, and they're far above marijuana. So I wouldn't risk losing everything that I've worked so hard to get just to go smoke a joint. No. So am I going to smoke? No, I don't. Next question. Are you single or married? Well, I was married. I got married in 2000, and we were married about 15 years, and then I filed papers. It didn't work out. No, I'm not married anymore. I was single, and now I have a girlfriend, and she treats me good. Next question. Let's see. I'm going through this other list now. Some of them are duplicates. What YouTubers do you look up to? So what channels do I follow? Well, honestly, I like Dave Canterbury's channel. He's got a good channel. I like that Iraqi 8888 veteran or whatever. That's a good channel. Casting videos. Bullet casting is something I also love to do, but when I moved out of my house, I put all my casting and reloading stuff in storage. So who do I look at? Fortune Cookie 45 LC. Check him out, man. That dude's doing some casting. I really admire that dude's work. There's a lot that goes into bullet casting, and he is probably one of the best ones on YouTube. Survival Lily, I like her channel. Tactical, if you guys like knives, go check out my brother Tactical. He's really good. Plumpy E, Jason Williams. These are all people. I like that Embrado guy, that dude that Woodcraft, and that dude's pretty cool. He's got a lot of good stuff. What difficulties are there in being a YouTuber? Well, honestly, keeping up with y'all's comments is a pain in the butt. That's the hard part. Next question. Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter? Well, I don't have a Twitter and I don't do Instagram, so I would have to say Facebook. I do have a Jiu-Jitsu 2000 Facebook page, and I put updates on there, so feel free to go over there and give that a like. Next question. Are you a dog or a cat lover? By far, dogs. I like cats. We used to have a cat, but I like dogs. Last question. Favorite food? My favorite food, it used to be steak. Big old juicy ribeye steak is good. I like a good cheeseburger with green chili or something on it, bacon and mushrooms with cheddar cheese. I like that. But the biggest food that I like the most, I live in the Southwest, and I love Mexican food. I love Hatch green chili. When I go to work, I go from Winslow, Arizona to Belen, New Mexico, and they've got that whole basin down there is full of green chili and red chili. Excellent Mexican food, and I get it every trip. So Mexican food. I like a big old ground beef burrito smothered with green chili and extra cheese and a nice garnish on the side, rice and beans. That's the bomb. I like cheese enchiladas. Man, chili. Green chili. I love that stuff. So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for watching the video today on my first episode of my question and answer. I hope that you like the concept. I think this is going to be a good thing. Please feel free to thumbs up this video, like this video, share this video. Please leave your questions in the comment section down below for a future episode. And go check out my Facebook page if you like the content that you see on my channel. Please subscribe. I'd love to have you with me. And until next time, have a beautiful day. Now, I'm probably going to do this question and answer thing maybe monthly. Or if it's, and it kind of depends on how popular it gets. It might be once a month, or it might be once every 3 months. We'll figure it out as time goes. So thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye, people.